Alright, hello and welcome back to Brigador. Last time, the difficulty of the game started to catch up with my incompetence, as it so often does. Today we're starting with the mission, Stella was a diver, which I believe is a reference, it's gotta be a reference to the Interpol song, right? Contract removal of opposition, only 7%, opposition loyalist, sing. SNC analyst trait true performance is satisfactory, despite being flagged for additional situational awareness briefing. Proceed. Yeah, I could use some additional situational awareness. Reminder, in accordance with Nova Soul Tax Law, any supplemental income must be reported on either Form 9082 Miscellaneous A for residents or Form 9082 Miscellaneous B for non-residents. I didn't know the loading screens were random until just now. Yeah, we learned about that already, but it's good to get a reminder. Oh, they're giving us ammo to start out with, that's good. Do a little maneuver here. Okay, do we see where the enemies are? Up here. I think... Do we camel pass here, or... Okay, yeah. I don't know where the enemies are going to be coming from past this point, so I'm going to actually back up. I'm going to say I'm not used to this ammo. It's because this is the first round, of course, where we've gotten to shoot anyone. Right, that's a good advice actually here for me here. Oh, okay, well. Okay, that is what that's the alt shot. I don't think I ever tried the alt shot with, what's her name, but, is the game chugging a bit or am I losing it? I don't know. The environments here are very well executed. I'll say despite everything. What does that mean, despite everything? There's not anything for it to be despite. We got some ammo, depots, not despots. Oh geez, okay. So we gotta get in close, we gotta dodge their attacks accidentally. To hit them from the rear is better. I'm always saying that. Where are we supposed to go from here? Up, I suppose? Okay, I'm learning about terrain. As you do. Okay. Okay, there's a refill. I don't know see how it works, but let's not go there yet. Can we just snipe these guys through that? Okay, we can. It didn't really work for us, though. There we go. Oh, alright, yeah. So there is a speed limit to how fast your, thing on top turns, right? Because we are in the, I forget the name of it, I didn't say at the start, but we are in the, in the, worse, tank as well. Are those arced, the shots that I'm doing there? Because, like, I shot through that tank expecting it to just go through, and then it did not. Okay, there's a checkpoint. So the camera, do I need to kill everyone? I mean, I need to kill 70%, right? Okay. Okay. Whatever. Are they still shooting at me? I don't know. We got there. Let's just get out of here before I embarrass myself. Not that I haven't done that already. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I get all depots. I'm an idiot. Alright. It's fine. Alright, so that was the end of that mission, I guess. Now, as always, we get everyone's favorite part of these videos. 10 minutes of me talking about nonsense. So, I guess until we need to buy more lore, we may as well go back to the intel. So, starts with the Fat Shoe. Stuck on sort of an all-inclusive corporate name for truck chassis on legs. Lots of people argue where the name comes from, but it's generally accepted that Corvette engineering, if you're going to call it that, almost always puts a higher load on the power plants for mechs. That means Fat Shoes don't handle like Toros despite a lot of shared components. Usually less maneuverable, less armor on the Fat Shoe, but more gun and more speed. Hell of a thing to see a Fat Shoe haul ass down the highway. Corvettes race them like they race skates and basically everything else. Next we got the Sweethearts. Morose by any other name, Sweethearts are one of the most restrained in the Corvette arsenal, by dint of being a cut-down Toro chassis brought back from the scrapyard. Arguably there's certain improvements on that venerable machine. Moving the cockpit off to the left makes worse visibility. I mean, a huge blind spot off the right unless you're careful with your sensor sweeps to compensate. But the main hardpoint has been up to a heavy and is now very nearly centerlined rather than off to the right on the Toro. That means follow-up shots and overall balance for the legs while firing on the go is a lot nicer than it is on most loyalist leg units from what I can gather. Next we got the Chuck. Is that a thing I'm allowed to say? I don't remember. Ingenious for purposing the fork legs way above the weight class. You'll be amazed if you don't find one of these, the legs shear clean off after a sharp turn though. But then if you have the bad ideas, Corvettes will strap an engine and driver's seat to it. They're democratic that way. Open air vertical tandem seat pairings pairs great situational awareness to a stupidly tall profile for a light mech. It loses the fork's natural turn radius and responsiveness, but dual auxiliary mounts makes up for it. We got the Tasker. Fast, low to the ground, and about as tough as they come, the Tasker proves that Corvettes have at least someone who knows what to do in leadership. While the loyalist like mech ethos is maneuverability with firepower, Corvettes take hammers and give them legs, designed or by way of barter and brawl. The majority of Corvette light mechs are built to rapidly close distance and engage with high impact weaponry, as precision aiming at range requires much finer tolerances than Corvettes are generally able to produce. So instead they stick large bore and accurate guns on fast platforms and get so close in combat they can't miss. Not exactly sophisticated, but effective nonetheless. The Tasker exemplifies this with its elongate sawbutt cockpit housing a well-stocked auxiliary mount cannon and battery for its sole snakebite zapper. One-on-one they're not much of a threat, especially in an open field, but Taskers always travel in packs and they can be a real terror in urban combats. Next we got the 8-Ball. One of the strangest Corvette vehicles out there, both in its characteristic design and the way it was originally designed. Both in its characteristic design and the fact that it was actually designed. The legs are salvaged, but the rest is original made, built to maintain mobility while still providing proper coverage to the driver. The 8-Ball is also one of the best Corvette vehicles to be mobilized in. When, not if, the legs break down, the 8-Ball turns into a small turret bunker in which to make a desperate last stand. Now we move on to, suit mechs. Starting with the Fence. Blazing twin guns and a great view of the action provide the confidence behind the suit scene. The Fence is weak but scary enough face to face, especially if the other guy isn't wearing a power suit. That's why smart commanders reserve them for intimidating the locals and gutting down hapless infantry. Anything bigger and the Fence is outmatched. Next we got the Sawbuck. If you can believe it, nobody has bothered to ID the central cockpit component on these things. I don't think anyone else cares, but the driver enclosure is the same on the Klezmer boatman, even the Tasker. The Corvettes don't standardize nearly anything, and so this is to be a common, easily stripped component from something else. It's not from any Loyalist vehicle, that's what's driving me nuts. It's armored, it's not like it's from a civilian vehicle. Do they have a cache of rusted out cockpit enclosures from some other planet, some other war? Some kind of massive off-world trade deal with other desperate sons of bitches, junked hulls bearded in under the wire? It doesn't really matter, even though it does keep me up some nights trying to figure it. Sawbuck our baby's first power suit. No atmospheric filtration, no pressurization, no distributed camera array for redundancy, limited range motion on the limbs. Doesn't matter where the cockpit enclosure comes from when the view slot's just another funnel for bullets into the driver's skull. And you get the coffin. An essential part of reading instructions can only soldiers in love with death, because that's what most of them are going to meet sooner than the triumph of the cause. Corvettes realize this pretty quickly. Early on they didn't enjoy nearly the same design of caliber maintenance personnel that they now control easily. With a seemingly endless cadre of disillusioned Loyalist veterans. Before you can build or steal the heavy stuff, you better get good at using explosives in densely populated areas, in the cheapest, nastiest ambushes you can think of. Oh, get those anger kits into a low-slung cage in a bone saw with a barrel nearly shot out, grafted onto a pair of mongoose legs. That's a coffin. Get them stemmed up and cover them with tarps and debris like you see in any street. Wait until the drum commander leans out of his cupola and his foot patrol stop to ogle the Texas 7 dancers leaving after their shift. Start firing once the Molotovs from the roof hit the commander. The coffins are a can't-miss range, and then they're running back rallies with a smoke screen behind them before anyone realizes what happened. Eventually those kids might get promoted to something that might keep them alive for longer than 3 minutes at a stretch. Again, it's a hot day, my computer's kind of overheating, and it's a bit of a shorter one, but we are in kind of a rhythm now with the game, and my fan is going nuts, so we will call it here, and next time more of the same, I guess, what can I say? So we'll call it here for now, and as always, thank you for watching.